In today's video, I'm going to be using the Baby Future razor. If it sounds interesting, stick around. If you're new to the channel, I'm Matthew. Welcome and thank you for visiting this video. Today, I'm going to be using the Baby Future, or at least that's what Kevy Shaves called it. This is actually, it's one of those razors, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put a little text right here. I'm going to say it's the SNMIRN. Anyway, it kind of looks like the adjustable Future razor, or Future, however you'd like to pronounce it. But it's got this sleek design. I purchased this back in September of 2020. And here it is, September again. And this was on my 13 Razors for Life or whatever video a couple times. And I just thought I would break it out and use it again today. And so it's got this, I think it's a ZMAC or whatever, zinc type handle. It's adjustable 1 through 8, and it's very difficult to see the numbers on camera. And so you just grab it and twist it to wherever you like. Now, I will say that a lot of the adjustable razors, in my experience, kind of all have this kind of fatal flaw of this blade tray here not adjusting equally. And you can really see it somewhere in the 7-8-ish range. Once you start getting there, I don't know if you can see it's skinnier on this side and the gap is much larger here. And you kind of can adjust that a little bit by squeezing it, but you know, most of the time you're probably never going to shave on the 8. And the other cool thing is it has this magnetic head, which is pretty strong. And so with this little bit of a lip, it's not super easy to get off, but I'm going to go ahead and load up one of my favorite blades, which is the Gillette Silver Blue. And the nice thing is those magnets, there's a magnet on the blade tray, so it holds it there. And there's also magnets inside the head, which you can't really see. These little tabs here help align the blade left to right. And there it is. All right, so I'm going to wet my face here, and I will be right back. With editing magic, here I am. The soap is going to be Blue Samhain by PAA. You guys have been watching, you know, I just used this the other day. And you can see the tub is getting more and more empty every day that I use it. But if you haven't seen the previous video, it's that beautiful sandalwood, pumpkin, bourbon, and burnt sugar scent. And it's one of my favorites for fall and all year long. I have that whipped up in my Captain's Choice copper bowl. And I'm using this beautiful pumpkin Trotter's handcraft brush. Go ahead and get lathered up for pass number 1. Seemed like there was something else I was going to say about that razor. Anyway, I found it on Amazon, and when I went to look it up earlier, it shows it's no longer available. But I have seen other people use it in some of the shave groups, and it was listed under another name, and that name escapes me right now. But I'm going to warm up the razor. I have a bowl full of hot water. And let's get going with pass number 1 with the grain. I know when I first got this razor, a lot of people said it was one that would get them. And for me, it's a very smooth shaver. I'm shaving on setting 4 today. And it does have a unique sound as far as the feedback. The handle is a little slippery, so don't get your fingers too soapy. Even though the magnet is strong, I feel like the blade has a little bit of vibration or chatter to it because it's kind of got a little bit of a lot of overhang. And the Dobie is blessing me with her presence again. Can you hear her nails clickety-clackety? So for an $18 razor, I really feel like it's a steal of a deal. As long as you pay attention to the blade gap that I had mentioned, and you don't have to press real hard. The razor is, fairly hefty, so a lot of the work can be done by just letting the razor, rest on your face and take care of it. So for the people that said that particular razor got them, look at the lather there. Oh, so nice. I think it may have been, got a blooper. I think it might have just been the way that they were using it, or maybe the blade gap, I don't know. I've not had any issues with it. That doesn't mean it won't happen. The one thing that's really appealing about adjustable razors is you could kind of think of it as, like say this one, it's got 8 or 9 settings. You could almost say that this is 8 or 9 razors built into one. Because if the first setting isn't good enough, you can adjust it to what you like. And we all know that the razors with the fixed blade gaps and such, sometimes you get something and you've just been dying to get it, and then you get it and it's not quite your favorite. Well, this can kind of fix that. I'm not a real big fan of the bulky heads, but I don't find that really being an issue with this one. It is quite thick compared to the rest of them, but I think it's just the blade tray itself. It's not where you're going to need to be getting in to shave, unless you're doing against the grain under the nose. Some people call that the fool's pass. If you've had a chance to snag up this razor, comment below and let me know, how did it work for you? And on that note, I'm going to get cleaned up with some cold water and I'll be right back. Very nice. All right, and I have the matching splash, and I just realized I forgot to get out the bottle that I was telling you about, that I transferred that over into. I apologize, but I'm this deep in it already. And I even forgot to get the star jelly out. What was I thinking? I did that kind of in the last video. How many people caught that or stuck around to the end, partly through the outro? All right, well, that's the shave of the day. I'll put a little picture right here, and I will catch you guys on Sunday's shave. You have a great rest of your week.